Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here in this very windy Avon Park afternoon. Take up the 90mm T-45 Goshawk. I was just hooking it up and I didn't notice a frayed line on my KM model afterburner, and the KM model afterburner, the little connector fried my hands. But I checked everything else out, everything's fine. I just won't be able to power the afterburner. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Gonna fly my high rates. And this is a notoriously hard plane to land because she likes to drop a wing really bad at the end. So the idea is kind of like just a slight bit of flare. You land her like a Viper. Right, left. Okay. I'm just not gonna be able to see that pretty afterburner. That's a bummer. But that's okay. The plane is beautiful. It's got lights all over it already. Beautiful plane though. All right, timer set for 4 minutes. Gonna fly at my high rates.
Takeoff flaps. Timer reset.
I'm running a 5200 SMC HCL pack, which is their regular LiPos. All right, here we go. Got AS3X on board.
Gear is up.
Wish we had some clouds. Gear do take a while to come down. I'm gonna bring them down as I go by.
Down. Time remaining 3 minutes.
Love the landing light. Oh yeah.
Braking.
Has reverse thrust, but you don't necessarily need it. Man, I wish I hadn't fried the afterburner. That's my fault. You start yanking on them wires too much, and if you don't pay attention, you hook something up and then you got a little burn going on your hand. Luckily I didn't burn myself, but I almost did. Just added to my daily injury. All right.
Braking. Cruise mode.
I want to get on that center line. All right.
Takeoff flaps.
Here we go.
Flaps are up. Gear is up.
I'm gonna take it straight up to the moon, flip it.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Bring it right at us. Boy, it's got such a good sound to it.
Landing flaps.
Show you a little bit of the slow flight that it can do.
Flaps are up. Gear is down.
I hate to say it, but we're going to have to end it because even though this may look good on the camera,
Landing flaps.
visibility is starting to be a problem. Looks pretty though.
1 minute.
Very nice approach.
Braking.
All right.
Flaps are up.
The turkey bird's down.
Cruise mode.
All right, we got just enough time to go over our rates before we lose sunlight. Still at a 41 seconds on a 4-minute timer, but like I say, we're starting to run out of daylight here. But, you know, you arrived at the mall, you gotta take your wife shopping, so you gotta get parked in the parking spot. Man, I wish I had that afterburner. I know y'all watch my other videos on this. That afterburner, when you get to full speed, runs blue and purple, and that's the normal orange and red at lower speeds, like the fuel's getting hotter or something. All right, we had 28 seconds with all that shenanigan. Let's check our battery and go over our rates. Now, don't forget, you've got a wire that powers your heads-up display, and you've got a good lead on there, but don't just go yanking that lid off of there. Okay. Now, you got enough room, but still. All right, I've got an 8-channel Spectrum safe receiver in here and satellite. 32% left, so we could have gone the other 30 seconds or whatever was left. 28 seconds to come back and probably 19 or 20%, which have been fine. All right. Good flying bird. Just, you land her like a Viper. You don't come in Delta. If you come in with a high alpha attack, you're going to drop a wing really, really quick. All right, let's go over our rates real quick. And I'm going to sit down because my back's about gone. All right. Let's just sit down and have a picnic. All right. Flying rates. CG is just inside the wheel well. I'll tell you that in just a minute. Flew my high rates. Aileron 90%, 30% expo. Elevator 85% with 30% expo. Rudder is 110 with 40% expo. All right, flap systems are, and this mix works well because there is no mix, which makes it great. Flaps up, 100%. Takeoff flaps, 24%, no mix. Landing -20 with no mix. 2-second deployment. All right, forward programming.
Motor is secured.
Okay, gotta have your motor off. Nose wheel right off the bat. The nose wheel gyro has a heading of 50 and travel of 50, okay? And I do not have it tied to the gain wheel or to the roller. It has its own separate gains. That way it doesn't get interfered with that. All right, the AS3X gains, one-time gains on roll, pitch, and yaw, 35, 40, and 50. Priority, helps if we hit the right one. All at 100 on a roll, pitch, and yaw. Stop lock, all at 50. Roll, pitch, and yaw, nothing on release rate. Gains at one-time gains. And now, here's the real problem, folks. I gotta try to stand up. Ugh! Get my fat butt up. All right, that's called hopping. All right, man, I wish I hadn't fried that afterburner. CG is 63 millimeters back from the leading edge root. Remember, leading edge root is always where the fuse touched the wing for the first time. That puts it right in that wheel well. Okay, right in the wheel well. So you have to check it with the gear down, and which hopefully I can do this, but try to do it anyways. Trying to get in that wheel well. Okay, she kind of favors nose heavy, but that's okay. This is not a Death Dorito. This type of jet, with this type of traditional wing, you want it to be level to ever so slightly favoring nose heavy, more level. But if it favors nose heavy, that's okay. Show you my battery placement real quick before we go. I got a 5000 5200 HCl pack, basically almost all the way forward, about half an inch or an inch from the very front. Remember, you got that wire. This is the FREEWING 90mm T-45 Goshawk. It just recently came back into inventory at the Motion RC website. Buy it. I'm not an affiliate with them. I used to be. They stopped their affiliate program, but I'll tell you right now, this right here is a winner. This is a great flying plane. They've had it for a while, and when they run a plane for a couple of years, you know, you might want to think about buying it. Like the F4 Phantom, my opinion is I think it's fixing to go away because they ran that plane for so long. I mean, look what happened to the A6 Intruder. It's gone. And that was one of my favorite planes. They ran it for years. Well, when they got a plane, they run it for a couple of years. They can only run it for so long. All right, y'all have a good and God bless you. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, God is good. Gabriel, thank you for filming. And that is the T-45. I think they sometimes call it the turkey bird. Bye, y'all.